Hello students, welcome to Raj Malhotra IAS Academy. Welcome to our daily Seize the Mains answer writing. So today we're going to discuss a question for economics that is currently in news and that would be very important and beneficial for you guys relating to your UPSC preparation. So guys, let's try to see the question, that is, what are the reasons behind the recent fall of Indian rupee? Examine the potential impacts of it on Indian economy. So this question consists of two parts. First of all, in the first part, it is asking the reasons behind fall of Indian rupee. The second one is relating to what could be the impacts of it on Indian economy. The potential impacts, we have to examine them. So this question has to be done in two parts, right? Let's try to do it. First of all, you can start with the introduction that recently against the strengthening of US dollar, Indian rupee has plummeted to an all-time low against US dollar, which can be attributed to the various factors. So here, if you are aware of the recent value that Indian rupee has fallen to, you can quote that as well. But to be on the safe side, you can write down that it has plummeted. That is a better word to write in your answer if you do not know the facts. Now, the main body will comprise of the reasons for the failure or the fall of Indian currency. So first reason is sell off of the equity. This is very important. Here we are talking in context of global equity. हम यहाँ पे global equity के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, that is a sell off in the global equity markets which was triggered by. अब sell off क्यों हुआ है? First reason is US has increased the interest rates, very important. Hike in interest rates by US Federal Reserve, plus the war that is been going on in Europe, we all know about it, Russia-Ukraine war. And third, growth concerns in China due to the COVID-19 surge. So one of the primarily reasons for the fall of Indian rupee is basically the sell-off of the equity, and you need to mention these as well. You have to tell them in a little detail like we have just discussed. Then the second reason is outflow of dollar, which is another very important reason. The outflow of dollars is as a result of high crude prices. Crude prices, when I am talking about, I am talking in relation to crude oil. भाई क्रूड ऑयल के प्राइसेस बढ़ गए रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर की वजह से, जिसकी वजह से इफ यू हैव टू नाउ बाय द क्रूड ऑयल, यू हैव टू स्पेंड मोर डॉलर. As a result, you are paying more dollars. First, it is increasing your import bill as well, plus it is depleting your foreign reserve, which is in the form of dollars. So as a result, because there is more outward going of dollar rather than inward coming of dollar to the country India, we are witnessing, just we have discussed, that the rupee has fallen down against the strengthening of US dollar. So these are one of the reasons we can say are resulting in the loss of value of Indian currency. Now what are its potential impacts? This is the second part of the answer. It is the second part of the answer where you have to discuss what could be the impacts. The first would be the current account deficit will widen, depleting foreign exchange reserves and weakening the rupee. Just we have discussed that imports are now increasing because of the increase in the crude oil prices. Your foreign reserve is depleting. As a result, your current account deficit would increase. Your current account deficit would increase. भाई आपका करंट अकाउंट डेफिसिट तो इसी के ऊपर होता है ना, इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट के ऊपर होता है. है ना, गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज के प्लस इनविजिबल्स, तो वो चीज आपकी क्या है, बढ़ जाएगी, वन ऑफ द पोटेंशियल इंपैक्ट. विद हायर लैंडेड प्राइसेस ऑफ क्रूड ऑयल and other imports, the economy is definitely inching towards cost push inflation. Obviously, if the cost of production is increasing, if you are buying in an expensive manner, so obviously that effect could be passed to the consumers, which can result in the cost push inflation, or we can also call it the wage push inflation. Cost push inflation, also known as wage push inflation, occurs when overall prices increase due to increase in the cost of wages and raw materials, because crude oil एक raw material है जिससे आगे हम पेट्रोल डीजल बना रहे हैं. So that is also very very important. So the second potential impact would be that the inflation could rise in the country, which could be cost push inflation. Third thing, अब कंपनीज के ऊपर है कि वो इसको अलाउ कर रहे हैं कि बर्डन कंज्यूमर्स की तरफ जाए या ना जाए. कंपनीज अलाउ करेंगी क्या, वो आगे कंज्यूमर्स पे बर्डन देना चाहती हैं कि नहीं देना चाहती हैं. तो इससे एक चीज हो सकता है कि अगर वो सरकारी कंपनीज हैं तो उनमें गवर्नमेंट की शेयर होल्डिंग होगी, तो गवर्नमेंट को नुकसान हो सकता है अगर उन्होंने आगे कॉस्ट को जो पड़ रही है उनको इंक्रीज कॉस्ट, वो आगे पुश नहीं कर रहे कंज्यूमर्स को, जिसकी वजह से गवर्नमेंट का एक्सपेंडिचर तो बढ़ जाएगा बट उनके रिसीट्स या रेवेन्यू कम हो जाएगा, जिसका डायरेक्ट इंप्लीकेशन उनकी फिस्कल हेल्थ पे पड़ेगा. It would have a direct implications on the fiscal health of the Indian economy. So as a result, these are the major, we can say, potential impacts of Indian economy. Yes, you can write those as well, that in the short run exports would increase as well. You could have mentioned that as well. But these are in the short term. Majorly you would be saying the negative effects when we talk about the effect of depreciation, when our currency has fallen down or plummeted down to its record time low. So guys, this was it for the today's answer in the economic section. This is a very important topic. You guys need to be thorough through it in order to have a greater insight into the topic. So thank you so much.